Alright everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video with Fat Phil, and I've got some super exciting news. I will be starting a new account in 2024. Now, I will be keeping this current account, right? We will be keeping this account. This will be an alt account that I will play, and I want to be very clear on what I mean by an alt account. This will be an account that gets far less attention than my main. If it comes down to me picking to do something for my main account or the alternate account, I will pick my main 11 times out of 10. So with that in mind, I want to get into this video and talk a little bit about what you can expect outside of just that. Obviously getting into the free-to-play farming guide and just some other rules and things that I will set for myself to make sure that this guide is, to make sure that this account kind of paints the picture of what I think is possible for new players. So like and subscribe, let me know your thoughts, and huge shout out to all the channel members for all their continued support. Again, if you're ever interested in joining channel memberships, they are always linked in that video description down here. They get special perks and things, and of course my second title card here is not pulling up because why would it? We can't forget those who are on the council. You may not yet be granted the rank of master, but you're granted a special place in my heart. Thank you guys for continuing to support me through all the good and bad videos. Let's talk about this new account. So, in terms of what you can expect out of this account, it will be following the Fat Phil approved farming guide for 2024. So we're going to be focusing Phoenix early, again going for Captain Rex, even though he's a single drop node, going to be going for him. We'll kind of slow build Imperial Troopers with Piet being a big time priority for us. And then we'll kind of start working into the Empire, getting Commander Luke, and moving on down the road this way. This will kind of be our early formation of this account. This will be the big things that we're going to be driving for. Now, with this said, I'll be very curious to see how the farming guide holds up. I'll be very curious to see where my gear and where it looks like. I have a feeling, I'd say the one thing I'm looking at that I'm kind of curious about is, will I actually have gear to put these guys at any places, or will I need to put it here? So again, like, kind of curious to see how the gearing process works along with this guide. But that's the first thing that we'll be doing, right? We're going to be following the farming guide that I've set out. Rule number 2 is I will not be joining a guild that is above where I should be simply because I'm a content creator. That I'm not going to go join a guild doing Rise of the Empire territory battles with a account that like deploys 600,000 GP, right? Like I will make sure that I'm in a guild that fits my galactic power at all times, right? That it's a believable guild that you could get into, because I wouldn't want this to be this unrealistic expectation of go find a super big guild to go get into. Like, I'm not joining Sigma Alliance Mandalorians, and they for sure would not have a new friggin' account in our guild, right? I would kick it out myself, and I'm not even an officer. Next thing, in terms of allies, I will be making this an ally for me to use in like my battles and stuff like that as I'm going through. So this will be, I will get some benefit there, but that's something that we tell players to do all the time. You go on, you ask for some strong allies, they throw in relic characters, so I'll have to go make sure I do light side and dark side battles with like Kylo and, Jedi Master Luke or something, just to make sure that I can get through all these things. I know it sounds bad, guys, but it is the friggin' truth. Like, we're gonna be doing stuff like that here. Because, again, that is a strategy. That is 100% a strategy. You can normally join any place and you'll find at least one person with a super high ally. So I will be doing that because I do need to make things a little bit easier for myself. Let's be honest here, right? I'm gonna, this video is all about honesty. The other thing I'll say, again, if it comes down to me choosing spending time in my main account or spending time on the alternate account, I will 100% spend time here. This is my main account. This is the account that got me to where I am today, and this is the one where I will be focusing. So if push comes to shove, I will be setting the alt account aside. And if it's too much, guys, I will say this: if it's too much for me, if it's putting a strain on my personal life, my work life, anything like that, it has to go, because I do have a full-time job. So I can't just sit around and play Star Wars all day. As much as I would love to, I do need to be doing other things. So I want to make sure that this account kind of fits the lifestyle that I've carved out for myself. I do hope that it will. The one thing I will say that will make easier is that it's going to make content creation a lot easier. That I'll be able to give updates on that, kind of fill in some of the pieces here, some of those gaps. In terms of timing, like when can you expect me to start it? So I'm going to have to kind of figure that out a little bit because I'm going to want to probably start this on either a Saturday night or a Friday, kind of one of those times where I can play it. I'll start it on a live stream and I'll play it for a while there, get it to a point where, okay, I've run out of energy, run out of things to do. And then that way, because that first day you play Galaxy of Heroes, those first couple days take up a lot of time. So I want to make sure that that times up with a period of time in my life where I could be much less busy and be a little bit more focused to a baby account. So yeah, definitely I'll keep everybody posted for when that's going to happen. Make sure that we have a good live stream, things like that, because that's important. You know, I know you guys love to see those things, so I'm hoping you guys enjoy this account and get to see Fat Phil sweat over a free-to-play account, because I don't know that you guys have really seen me. I'll be very curious to see what I do with this account, because I'll be perfectly honest. I don't know if my goal is just to get it to level 85, if my goal is to get Executor, like, I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see what happens with the account, kind of how I'm feeling, what's the time that I'm actually able to put in it, because I'm not going to continue to, if I don't have the time for the account, if it's obvious that it's just getting neglected, I'm not going to continue covering it. So I do want to make sure you guys understand that. And then finally, guys, I'll say, like, I want this to be an account that you grow to love, that you grow to enjoy, that you grow to look forward to seeing. So I hope that you stay involved with this account, kind of follow it through its journey. So I'll be creating a separate playlist for it where any live streams, updates, things like that, all those videos will go so you can kind of see where this goes. And I'd love to hear from you guys. You guys are my subscribers, my people who watch me. I want to know from you, how often do you want to see updates? Do you want a daily update? Do you want a weekly, a bi-weekly? Even if it's just a monthly, like how often do you want to see progress on this account? Because early on, there'll be a lot more progress, and then you'll hit certain points where there's not as many things happening simply because you're progressing. You're still progressing at the same rate, you're just not moving through levels as much, right? Because again, early on you're moving through all these levels, but you're not really making that much headway. Like the difference between level 1 and level 30 is far different than the levels between level 30 and level like 40 even. So all that said, I know I've kind of been rambling on, but I think this is an important video to at least put out first on, like, hey, warning, FYI, don't expect this to be this massive thing. I won't be spending money on the account. This will just be a pure free-to-play account following along in the guide. Unless, yeah, no, you know what? I'm not even going to say unless. Like, this is going to be a free-to-play account. I'm going to just stick to the free-to-play farming guide. We're not going to be buying any Lightspeed bundles, hyperdrive, stuff like that. We're just going to kind of motor through, see what we can do. So, again, guys, like and subscribe. Comment down below. If you're in the Discord, I will try to keep you guys updated for when that new account will start. Again, just recognize it's probably going to be a Friday or Saturday night when I can play for a while on a live stream in front of you guys, get it started, get it through those early stages, and then we'll move on. So again, that's it, guys. I love all you. May the force be with you, and I will see you all in the next video. Cheers.